Welcome everybody to Canberra Maths Production Smash. Now the following content are based on the assumption that you have a medium to good understanding of multiplication and division, and I'm not going to read the rest just because I've had enough fun with it. Today our topic is equivalent fraction. Now the word equivalent pretty much means equal. So what we're looking for are equal fractions. If I have an example of 5 over 12, no matter how large it becomes, I mean to write large, or how small it becomes, they are still the same. Hence, they are equivalent fractions. Jokes. Remember, we're talking about a math class, so everything should be related to maths. Hence, the real definition in here, the large or the small fractions mathematically refers to do it by multiplication or by division. Now, let me show you a couple of examples. 4 over 7. If we want to make them larger, say if I multiply 7 by 3, I would get 21. In order for it to be equivalent, I just need to multiply the numerator by the same number. They are the same, aren't they? So 4 times by 3 would equal to 12. So these two are equivalent fractions. Now, let me try to do this again. If I multiply them by the same number again, doesn't matter what it is, say by 2, I would get 42 over 24. There you go, a equivalent fraction to the other two again. Now, as I said, I can actually do it backwards. So if I have a fraction that is 6 over 30, I can effectively go backwards. So 6 divided by 3 and 30 divided by 3, I would end up with 2 over 10. And again, I have 2 over 10 as an equivalent fraction to 6 over 30. Now let's go all the way to the smallest. 2 can be divided by 2. 10 can be divided by 2. What is my last fraction? 1 over 5. Well done. So I have these three are equivalent fractions, and I have these three are equivalent fractions to each other. What we just did are the basics or the concepts of equivalent fraction. How do I make it into actual question? There you go. What does the box equal to? Now, simple question. How do we go from 8 to 24? By multiplication. We would find, in order to go from 8 to 24, we would do multiply by 8. Hence, this part would be times by 8 as well. So 3 times by 8 equal to 24, as to the box would equal to 24. Well done everyone, we have a second half to go. Simplifying fractions is a part of equivalent fraction, but that only refers to into the simplest form, or as I've written it here, as small as possible by division. Couple of examples. How do we do 21 over 49? What are what we call common factor that goes into both 21 and 49? And we can divide both of them by 7, and that will give us 3 over 7. Can we go any simpler? No. So that is our answer. Lastly, let me give one more example that seems a little bit more complex. 18 over 54. We should all realize there are multiple number of factors. Both of them can be divided by 2, divided by 3, divided by 6, divided by 9 if you want. And my suggestion here would be, let's go small steps. So for example, the simplest that we can find, both of them are even numbers, right? So both of them can be divided by 2. So 18 divided by 2 would equal to 9. 54 divided by 2 would equal to 27. And the next step, from the multiplication table, you should realize both of them can be divided by 3, which gives us 3 over 9. And lastly, we find they can be divided by 3 again, which eventually gives us 1 over 3. And that is the simplified fraction. As I realize, pretty much when it hits 1, it can't go any smaller. Or the one last very important point in here, which I need you to remember, simplifying only goes down to whole number. And please remember that. And now you can get started with the questions that you are set. Thanks for watching Smash. Fun facts. At the wife carrying world championship in Finland, if you haven't seen that before, it'd be a good idea to have a watch about that, and it's pretty fun. First prize is the wife's weight in beer. Thanks for watching again, and I'll see you next time.